Oh, there we go. My bad. Yo, what's up, guys? Hope you guys are doing well. My bad. I'm not too sure why the volume wasn't working, but yeah, we're back. So basically, what I'm looking at for the day, guys, what I'm looking at for the day is literally just Bitcoin waiting for a potential breakdown. Right? I don't think it's gonna happen. I'll be honest with you. I don't think it's gonna happen. But the altcoins are getting smacked. I'll be honest with you. Altcoins are still getting rinsed, and the problem is Bitcoin ETH to Bitcoin dominance is not really making any gains, right? So this is the chart that we obviously have to focus on. And what I'm looking at for the short term, right? The short term is we have to see some type of breakup structure on the lower time frames, right? So with ETH to Bitcoin, we need to start seeing like a break of these highs here. Okay. So yeah, honestly, Bitcoin dominance is just way too strong. The daily time frame, we did close bearish, but it's nothing crazy, right? If you look at the 4 hour as well, you know, we're still holding these key levels here, right over here. As long as we stay above these zones, Bitcoin dominance is still going to carry most of the weight within the market, right? So what I'm looking at for the day is if Bitcoin can potentially break down here, I will be looking to sell back down to these lows, because if you look at the heat map, right, if we do look at the heat map, we are getting some type of liquidity built up at around about 97k, right? So 97k is going to be the level that I do think that if we do get there, we will see a few more longs getting opened up at that zone. So 97k will be that level I'll be looking at for a potential long. Okay, so 97k is literally right over here, right? So we have 97k there. So if we do get a breakdown, I'll be looking to open up a long there for Bitcoin, but I don't know if we're going to get that. We might just keep on ripping. You know, it's literally at one of those seasons where we're just going to see a pump. We are all bullish at the moment, but look at XRP for our bearish divergence, and we are extreme greed at 94. Yeah, I mean, if we look at XRP, I'm really bullish on XRP just based on the chart. Basically, what I'm looking at for XRP is this level here, right? So I'll go down to the 4 hour right now, but basically XRP, we're clearing out this range higher, because if we look at the weekly, I think it's better on the weekly, right? If we look at the weekly, yeah, this is the weekly high. So this level here at 1.31, this is the key level, guys, for XRP. So as long as we hold this level over here, I do expect price to just continue to the upside for XRP. I did actually post a video for XRP just now explaining my targets of these levels around about $4 to $7. So I do think that XRP is going to be one of those ones that is just going to leave a lot of people behind, especially the people that have been bearish on XRP for a large period of time. But if we're looking at the shorter time frame, right? If we go down to the shorter, I just want to make sure that if pricing closes above here within the week, I would expect price to just continue to the upside within the next couple of weeks. But if we do look at the lower time frames, what are you seeing? Bearish divergence, right? Let's have a look. Yeah, there is quite a big bearish divergence from the 4 hour here. I'll be honest. So basically, what are you saying is we're seeing bearish divergence. So basically, what that means is when price continues to make higher highs, right, RSI continues to make lower highs, right? So this is a divergence between momentum and price. Okay, so this is showing us that there is a possibility of XRP maybe topping out over here. And if we do look at the 4 hour, if we look to the left over here, there is a bit of resistance as well. If we look at the daily, let's have a look here. So we do have a daily high over here, right? So this is probably a level that we need to look at. We do have a daily high sitting at that zone, and that's exactly where we're getting rejected from that bearish divergence that he was saying, right? So what I'm looking at for the short term here is potentially looking at maybe a little bit of a dump back down to these levels here. If we look at the 1 hour, we are getting a bit of a retracement, but nothing too crazy. What I would look at for XRP is something like this, right? A retracement back down to these lows, and then we look for longs from that level, right? So this is going to be like a long zone for XRP. If you guys did miss a long that we did catch a while ago, this would be the key level for XRP at around about 1.22. Okay, if we look at the lower time frames, like 30 minute and the 15, we're starting to get a breakdown here on the lower time frame. So we are showing a bit of sell-off momentum right now, which is shown in the chart. You can see over here with this trend, we did actually break the trend On the 5 as well, we are starting to show a little bit of, yeah, this is not looking good. A bit of a head and shoulders as well on the 5. So basically, we are seeing some type of potential dump. So looking at this for XRP, we kind of already retraced back up to these highs. You know, for me to take a short here, let's have a look at the 1 minute. Yeah, so if I want to take a short for XRP, you know, we have to look at this level here. Probably not going to take a short on the breakdown. Just doesn't really make sense. We have to wait for price to obviously come back up, retrace a little bit before we jump in. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But anyway, for XRP, want to see if we can get a retracement back into this box over here. There's a possibility of us coming down today. So we'll see if we can get that. We are getting a little bit of a pump here, but this just looks like a shakeout. So I want to see if we can potentially get. Yeah, you can see there's a 0. Yeah, so I'd be looking at a short here for XRP at the zone. I know shorting in the bull run, not the best idea, but something I'm looking at for XRP is definitely a short at the zone over here for the short term. Okay. Yeah, good setup, I think. I FOMO'd yesterday upon Gary G resignation news, and around 1.8 got stopped out and break even, then it pumped like 25%. Yeah, no worries. I know it's annoying. It's annoying. But it's one of those things. Can't really do anything about it. So yeah, what I'm looking at for XRP is definitely a retracement into this box over here, and then we can potentially look for that sell. Okay. Yeah, let's see. But honestly, like the longs that I've been taking, like the Litecoin long, didn't really play out, guys. This was a long yesterday. We are still holding. You know, I'm still looking at those targets, but it just looks like a double top right now on the 4 hour. Right, this doesn't look good for Litecoin. Obviously, it broke out of the range, but let's have a look here. Let's just remove all these drawings here. Did get stopped out over here for Litecoin. We are starting to break down, right? Yeah, have a look over here. So this is showing that there's it's starting to lose trend right now for Litecoin, which is why I'm probably going to flip short within the short term. Okay, so I'm expecting price to come down. We're also forming a bit of a bearish divergence on the lower time frames here. If we look at the 1 hour as well, there's also bearish divergence there. So showing that there's a lot more steam to the downside. We might see a bit of a push down, whereas also Bitcoin showing also bearish divergence. So, but you never know with bearish divergence, doesn't always play out. But I do think, you know, we might get a retracement first before we see that push a lot higher. So let's see what happens here for XRP. But yeah, looking at a sell here to see if we can get a push down. And then same thing with Litecoin, probably going to look at a sell as well. Same type of setup, right? Hopefully we can get a retracement a little bit higher up here, because we did just break trend right now, showing that we've lost a little bit of structure. I will be looking at the 5 minutes here for an entry. Yeah, so here we go. The entry for Litecoin is going to be literally right over here. This is going to be the entry zone for Litecoin. Yeah, so I'll let you know if I jump into the short for Litecoin. We did break trend, looking at a retracement back over here. Stop loss is going to be just above that high over here. And then the TPs, we will discuss them just now. But yeah, looking at potential shorts, I know like Bitcoin is looking bullish, but the altcoins still not really doing anything when Bitcoin dominance is still rising, right? So I want to focus more on the shorter time frames for some setups before we jump into some long positions, because I do think that over time we should get a sell-off. Maybe not today, but this is looking good for Litecoin. This is looking good for Litecoin. So I'm looking at a sell right now. Same with XRP. So let's see if we can get that. Ethereum, I'm still long on Ethereum. I'll be honest with you. I'm still long on Ethereum from yesterday's session. Yeah, so my end of TP is going to be at this high 3,400, around about that zone. We did get a pump. It's just been pumping. You can see over here it's also forming a bit of a top pattern as well. Right over here you can see we're forming this type of bear flag kind of thing. So yeah, if Ethereum does break this trend line, I will expect price to come down a little bit more. So I will be checking to see what we get here for Ethereum. So but focusing on the shorter time frames for the day, guys, for Litecoin as well. See if we can get a potential push to our level here, and then we're going to take some sells for the short term. Yeah. Okay. So let's see what happens. So yeah, looking at this trade, what are you guys looking at for the day? What are you guys looking at for the day? Let me know. But yeah, looking at some sells. I don't really want to look at Bitcoin today. Like I said, guys, we're gonna have to focus on the alts, because if Bitcoin dominance increases, right, and then Bitcoin decides to start dumping, then the altcoins will get hurt a lot more, right? We've discussed that yesterday, right? So what I'm expecting is getting our retracements back to these zones over here, and then we can look for these sells, right? If we do look at the fib from the low to the high, we do have a 0.5 retracement at that zone as well. So I'm expecting a dump here for Litecoin on the shorter time frame, right? Yeah, so I'm looking at sells. I'll be honest with you, I'm looking at sells. Some charts aren't looking too good, like XRP. Looking at an entry here. Let's see what happens. Litecoin needs to tap into our zone here. You check ARB. Yeah, let's have a look at ARB. Yeah, it's the layer 2s are starting to pump because of Ethereum, right? Right, let's look at ARB. So ARB pretty much topped out at this level over here. We do have a level right over here. We look to the left. This is a level of significant resistance, right? We did have a fake out there, then we've popped out, barely hit that level. If we look at the 4 hour still looks good. What I would wait for is if ARB can come back down, wouldn't be buying ARB at these levels. You're gonna have to wait for these retracements, guys. But yeah, I think ARB looks really bullish. There is this level here for ARB, this 618 level. I'll be looking at a long over here. But I wouldn't be shorting a strong coin like this. Even though we're looking at a potential dump for ARB back down to these lows, I wouldn't be shorting because it is strong. So this can just continue to rip whilst other coins start dumping. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think it's important just to look at the coins that are showing a lot more weakness for the day, and then look to short those coins rather than shorting the ones that are actually looking strong. Okay, so Litecoin, we're looking at a short for Litecoin. I think we've topped out for Litecoin. We just broke structure as well. I've been trying to long this coin for the last couple of days, just hasn't really worked out. I'll be honest, it just hasn't really worked out. Same with the XRP. So XRP looking to short on this retracement here. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a push higher. Yeah, let's see if we can get a rejection from this level here. Okay, so this is going to be the game plan for XRP. Looking to short, although I'm really bullish on XRP, like the weekly time frame. If you guys did just join, this is a huge weekly level for XRP. If we do close above this level, we should see a pump back up to all-time high. But the reason why I'm taking these sells is just on the lower time frame, right? So it's nothing. So don't, I mean, it's very, very lower time frame trades here. We're not going to hold for more than a couple hours, right? So still expecting a pump for XRP. Yeah, I'm going to jump into these sells soon here, guys, for Litecoin. All right, we're gonna jump into these sellers soon for Litecoin. It just needs to tap our zone and then we get in. There's no bottom wick on this candle here, which is a good thing, right? We want to see whenever we see a top wick like this and we're in a bearish pressure, we normally see price come down and fill that wick. So I'm gonna jump into this over here at the current price for Litecoin here. So I'm gonna enter a setup here for Litecoin at the current price, guys. I do think we're gonna come down here from this level. So I'm in sells for Litecoin from pretty much that box that we just drew. Okay. All right, so we're in sells here for Litecoin. XRP, did it hit our zone? Yeah, it hit our zone. We should see a sell-off here as well. Gonna wait to see what the next 1 minute does here for XRP though. But yeah, we're holding. I'm gonna take the sell here for XRP as well. Stop loss just above that high, going in the 5x leverage here for XRP as well. Okay, so I'm gonna sell here for XRP also. Litecoin sells and XRP sells just for the shorter time frame, guys. Not expecting a huge move here, just expecting price to come back down to support. That is about it. Okay. Hope that makes sense. We're not expecting big moves here. We're expecting just price to come back down to these most recent lows. Okay. These are shorter time frame trends. We'll see if we can get it. Let's see. Yeah. What else is there to look at? We've got turbo long. Mooding looks primed for a push. Let's have a look at Mooding. I haven't looked at it in a while. H bar. I will come back to H bar. Mooding. Let's have a look. I don't know about it. I don't know about Mooding. I'll be honest with you. So if we look at Mooding quickly on the daily, okay. First things first is a nice thing is that we did hold this daily resistance, which is a good thing. As long as we do hold this level here, we should see price continue. But if you look at the 4 hour, yeah, if you look at the 4 hour, it does look like a double bottom right now. I just don't like how it is holding though. So what I would want to see for Mooding is, yeah, I'll need to see it hold this level. Yeah, I need to see it hold this level. But that's, yeah, I don't really like it. I'm kind of just focusing on a bit of a downside trades there. But yeah, this would be a good accumulation zone for longs. But yeah, I'm focusing more on the shorts today, guys. So just XRP. If you guys did just join, we did short XRP. And we're also short on Litecoin as well. So XRP target is going to just be this high, this low over here. Yeah, so let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So expecting XRP, if we start breaking this previous low over here, that's probably when I'll probably just go break even. Because honestly, shorting in a market like this is a little bit risky. But there will be retracements, which is what I'm expecting for some coins today, right? So let's see if we can get that. Cardano did really well from yesterday's setup as well. When we did go long yesterday as well for Cardano. Hit our target. Yeah, should have continued to hold, but I mean, this thing, Cardano has just been ripping. Looks super bullish still. I'm not really interested in taking sells for these coins that are looking way too strong. Yeah, I think some coins are showing a lot of momentum right now. I don't really want to be taking sells for those type of points. Yeah, USDT dominance is also showing quite a lot of downside pressure. This is also what I'm thinking, right? USDT dominance is coming to a structural support over here, guys. If we look at the weekly, let's have a look at the weekly. So this is kind of why I'm like, okay, this could be a temporal top for most coins, guys. Temporary top could be very, very soon here. And this is because USDT dominance is literally sitting at support. We could come a little bit lower here, but our local support from the recent low over here, we normally see a bounce from these levels here, guys. So I'm expecting a bounce from the USDT dominance, which could potentially push crypto down again. So remember, if USDT dominance starts to rip, crypto tends to come down. So because we're at support, there's a possibility of that happening, right? So yeah, look at OM, Mancha. Oh shit. Yo. They just pump 194%, eh? Oh, that's crazy. That's on the weekly. Right, so if we look at the low, like the 4 hour and the daily, honestly, this looks really bullish for Manta, for OM. So basically, what I'd look at for the shorter time frame. Sorry, my eyes so itchy. For the shorter time frame, I'll probably just wait for a breakout here, like the 4 hour. We can see over here, we haven't really broken out just yet. I would wait for the next 4 hour candle. I'll be honest with you, for this. Yeah. So if we look here, my eye, I don't know what's happening. It feels like I just got stung. All right. Yeah, I mean, this is looking super bullish for OM. So what I'll wait for is the next 1 hour, and then I'll probably just go long here, guys. Back up to the highs. Back up to these levels. Stop loss would just be below this wick over here. So this is something that I would look at for OM, but not now. Just I would have to wait for the 1 hour candle to close. Beginning of the month, dump for the correction. Potentially, yeah. Because USDT dominance is at support. So there's a potential of that happening, right? When USDT dominance is at support, we do normally see potential dump, right? So, XRP, we dump in. I'm probably going to do a break even here, I'll be honest with you, soon. Because it's... Yeah, I just checked, I'm up like 10%. All right, for XRP, let's see what happens, yeah. I want to see if we can get a little bit of a push here. But yeah, there's a lot of buying pressure here for XRP at all these levels. I want to see if we can just take out these lows here. That would be good. Let's see. Maybe we're not going to get it. It's a little bit risky shorting. So like what I would suggest, if you guys are shorting, what I'm shorting now, I would probably just put a tight stop, you know what I mean? Because this could just get eaten up. But the problem is, like, in general, like, this did lose trend over here, but in a bull market like this could just get eaten up really quickly, you know what I mean? But there's no bottom wick here for the 4 hour run for XRP. So there's no bottom wick here. So I do think that there's a potential of us coming down. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We're coming back into the box here. It looks like we're just going to rip, I'll be honest with you. Wish. That's not a good 1 minute. Yeah, I don't know if you guys didn't enter, I'd probably just stay out of it because this looks like it's probably just going to rip. But I have my stops just above these highs over here just in case. Okay. What else can we look at? Bitcoin Cash is looking really good. Solana broke all-time high, guys, which is crazy. So look at the daily, right? The daily, we closed pretty much, we closed above the most recent high, which is absolutely insane. No, we didn't actually. Let's have a look. Oh no, we closed respecting. There could be a sell-off here for Solana, but shorting at these all-time highs it's a little bit risky. We'll see what happens. Yeah, extreme greed can continue for time. But there will be a time where we're going to see a massive sell-off, and I want to try to catch that. I'll be honest with you. I'm one of those people that will try to catch that. I will try to catch it. Let's see what happens here for XRP. If we do hold this level, we could come down here. But if we start breaking above this box over here, I'm probably just going to get out. If we start breaking above there, I'm probably just going to jump out. But let's see what happens. The Bitcoin's starting to come down here. I'm hoping to see if we can get Bitcoin longs at around about 97K. If you guys did just join, the reason why we're looking at 97K because we do have this level here, right? A whole bunch of orders are sitting at that level. Around about 103 million will get liquidated at that level. So yeah, let's see if we can get a push. There's majority of the liquidity for the day is actually below us. I do think we'll hit 100K, maybe not today, but potentially within the weekend or maybe next week. But let's see if we can get a bit of a retracement first, right? Let's see if we can get a retracement first. So we're also in this Litecoin short as well. Yeah, so let's see if we can get a dump here, guys. I like how things are retracing here, though. No bottom wick on Litecoin, which is very interesting, right? Whenever we don't see a bottom wick like this, it does mean that there's a potential of us coming back down to at least take out the lows, right? So there's a possibility. But yeah, it is risky. The thing is, like some coins have broken like their shorter time frame trends, right? So this is why we are taking shorts on the lower time frames, right? The higher time frames are really bullish, but we're looking just to come back down to like these key levels to look at those longs a little bit later on, right? So I would be looking at a long back for Litecoin at this level here, but I'm trying to take a short back down to it, right? So I hope that makes sense. We're not trying to catch a huge move for Litecoin like back down to like these levels. I'm just looking to catch a small move back down to this level here. Okay, because in a market like this, yeah, you can see like a few coins just looking a little bit weak right now. OM is pumping though. Yeah, so we got that 15-minute close. I'm waiting for the 1 hour close. Probably gonna, with a strong coin like OM right now, probably just gonna continue, right? We've already created those bottom wicks. We've grabbed liquidity over here. We've taken out these previous highs as well. So there is a possibility of price taking out that this most recent level here. Okay, but we have to wait for the 1 hour to close. We have to wait for the 1 hour to close. My eyes not operating. Which time frame are you shorting? Just on the 5 minutes. Probably not a good idea though, I'll be honest with you. We're shorting Litecoin. Like I said, it might play out or might not. I just think that we broke trend over here. There's a possibility of us coming down. Yeah. But yeah, overall, it's probably just going to pump. Like, but the problem is if you look at the 4 hour, this is looking very, very like a double top. There's a potential of getting rejected from these levels, right? So because we've gotten rejected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 6 4-hour candles have gotten rejected from the zone. There's a possibility of us coming back down to fill this range, right? So we have a range right now for Litecoin. So basically just trying to fill the range. That's pretty much it. Right? So we'll see what happens. Yeah. Just put tight stop losses, guys, if you are taking setups. So, my stop loss here is 0.5%. So if I lose this trade, I'm only going to lose 5% on the trade, right? So, because I have a 10x, right? 10x leverage, and 0.5 times 10 is 5, right? 5%. So I'll only lose 5% on this trade if it does hit stop loss, which is fine. So it's a risk. Like for me, it's not a train smash. Solana looks sexy, yo. Check OM. So OM is breaking that level again. Can't take this though. Like I don't want to just take it and then thing is this could just run, right? I'll be honest with you. This can just run. We'll wait for the 30-minute to close. The 30-minute does close. Probably just gonna wait for a retest of this level over here, and then I'll probably just jump in for long. Yeah, so I'll wait for that, right? We'll see what happens though. Yeah, OM looks good. I mean, this is a breakout, right? If this continues, the target of this breakout, yeah, I mean, the target of this breakout is literally up here. Another 40% for OM, guys. I don't really want to miss this one. Probably just going to DCA into this one. So what I mean by that is if we get a close over here, I'm probably going to go along with the 5x, and if we just keep coming down, it's going to keep adding, right? So I'll go like 25% in position over here, and then if we come down, I'm going to add more because this breakout could be a 40% move on a 10x. That's 400%. DRX. Yeah, that was a trade from yesterday, right? That long. We spoke about ZRX yesterday. If you guys did take this, you should be in profit quite a bit. Like you should be up around about 8%. Yeah, we took this yesterday in the live stream yesterday. Oops. The reason why we took the long was based on the previous day resistance, right? We broke above, we retested this level, expecting price just to continue the upside for ZRX. Yeah, so this was a setup. Have stops just below this low. We broke pretty much all the key levels. This thing's probably just going to run. Yeah, so we got quite a good entry yesterday. If you guys are long here. So remember we were speaking about grass yesterday, right? So grass broke out quite nicely, but it's looking like it's coming back down into our long zone, right? So we have a zone for grass at this level here. We have a long zone at around about this zone at 1.9. Still going to look to enter that. because it looks like we are coming down right now, and I would expect price to just continue up, right? I do think that we're going to get a breakout eventually, but this is going to be the zone that I'm going to look to long, right? It has to be at this level over here, right? So this would be the zone I'd look at for grass. Yeah. So yeah, let's see what happens. Litecoin, the reason why I like Litecoin shorts is just because of the bottom wick. There's no bottom wick, guys. I know it could be risky to take shorts right now, but there's no bottom wick. So I'm expecting it to fall that wick eventually. I'm not too sure when, but yeah, let's see if we can. See if we can fall that wick. This is the 618 level. We could potentially see a rejection from that zone. Yeah. Good limit order for grass. Yeah, so a good limit order for grass. Yeah, I think so. Where's grass? I think I just lost the grass. So, yeah. Yeah, so limit order, I would probably put like a deep limit order at this zone over here at 1.89. 1.89. Yeah, 1.89 would be a good limit order. That's about it. That's probably where I'd probably look at a limit order at around about 1.89, because that's your 4-hour resistance and your daily high as well. So we'll see if we can get a pump from that level. We are looking like we're getting a breakdown right now, so there's a possibility of us getting a pump a little bit later on. So after the breakdown's finished, yeah, because you can see right now this is looking really weak for grass, right? Looking really weak for grass. So let's see if we can get a push a little bit lower here. Can you check Algo, yeah, and Dogecoin, yeah, sure. Yo, Algo, guys, this could be 100x, honestly. Algo looks like it could be one of those coins that can just rip. Like if you're buying at 0.23, I do have Algo. I bought around about these levels a couple weeks ago. But if you're looking for one of those coins that could 100x, it could be Algo, just because of the upside potential. If we look at the lower time frames here, we can see that there is support over here. Yeah, I mean that is your daily support / resistance. Yeah, if we look at the 4-hour, that's going to be your range for Algo. So if we look at the 1 hour now, looking like we are coming up. 30 minutes as well, 15. Yeah, so what I would probably look at here for Algo is probably this, right? Wouldn't enter long now. I would want to see if we can come down over here. We start breaking this trend. Then I'll be looking at a long back down at around about this zone. Okay, for Algo. I'm not going to enter at the current price though. But yeah, we're looking at quite a big move again. Another 26% for Algo. This is the retracement back down to the daily high and the 4-hour resistance chart. So yeah. So I'll be looking at that. Put a limit order over there. Let's have a look at Dogecoin. Dogecoin been super choppy. Let me just remove everything for Doge. All right, if we do look at Dogecoin here, you know, on the daily, quite evident that we do have our highs over here, right? And we do have our range low over here, okay? Right, so we have a bit of a range right now. We look at the 4 hour, we can see that we're getting rejected from that daily high. Okay, the 4 hour did close bearish over here. We are getting rejected from that level. If we do look at the lower time frame, yeah, this is looking quite good. I just don't like how we keep getting rejected from that zone. So like for me, I'm probably gonna have to wait for price to close above here. I don't like longing into a resistance zone like this. Although it is bullish, I'm gonna have to wait for price to close above this level over here. Even on the 15. But for shorter time frame setups, we'll look to see if we can get a breakdown over here. But I would probably look for mainly just longs for Dogecoin. You can see even on the 5 minutes here, right over here. Okay, so we could look at a potential long for Doge if we can break out. But yeah, not really interested. Just gonna wait to see if we can break out, of course. I'll be looking at this right for Doge. Back up to the higher. You know, it's only a 1% move, and then stops just below the low. So this would be a good setup on the lower time frame if we do break out, of course. Okay. We've gone over Ethereum. We've gone over Litecoin as well. We can go over it again if you want. Ethereum. Still long on Ethereum. Like I said, still bullish for ETH. I'm expecting price to take out the highs today. Not sure what time or when it's going to be, but I'm expecting it. So we did take a long yesterday, right? For Ethereum at this price. We literally took a long and then it pumped like super hard. From our entry, we up. Yeah, I put a 15x, so I'm up like 120%. 119 actually, just looked at it. 119%. I'm looking to take profit at around about 3,443. Sorry, 3,444. Yeah, I think it's just going to continue to rise here. It's looking super strong for Ethereum. Right. What's happening with OM? Atom's been doing quite well recently. It's been quite a good performer in the most recent. We are coming up to a resistance though, so we do have a level over here. Yeah, I can't really do much for Atom. We at a resistance zone. Same thing over here on the 4 hour and the 1 hour. We're probably going to see same type of structure. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really interested in Atom. Probably just going to focus on Dogecoin for the longs on the shorter time frame here. If we do get a pump here, this is going to be the setup. Let's see. Looking like we're coming down a little bit now, but if we do get a breakout, this is going to be the trade. I think Dogs is safe 50x. No way. Dogs, that's a meme coin. I wouldn't really 50x a meme coin. No, the ETH trade, we already took it yesterday. I'm still in there from yesterday's trade. I did take some profits though, I'll be honest. I took some profits at like 3,208, and then I just left the rest right now. I have my stop loss. Stop loss is literally at, I put it up to this level here, 3,300. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep on holding it until this high, 3,444. But what I would look at for the day, if we start losing this trend over here, then I'll get out of it, right? So I will look at something like this, right? If we can lose this trend over here, then I'll be looking to get out because it's probably going to come back down. Yeah. Fucked up with my, he's got stops out on the dump. Yeah, I moved mine a little bit later. I still got like a little bit, like only like 50% of my trade in this. But yeah, this is the scenario that could happen today for Ethereum, right? But I'm expecting one more sweep of these highs and then we get a dump. Maybe Bitcoin hits like 100K or something and then we get a dump. That's a possibility. OM setup. Oh yeah. We're waiting for the 1 hour for OM though. Oh shit! Yeah, look at that. Yeah, good thing how's that though? That's crazy. So we're waiting for that 1 hour candle to close above, got rejected. Super hard. Good thing we didn't take it, right? That's why we wait for the candles to close, guys. That's why we wait for the candles to close. Dogecoin is almost ready. Yeah, so for OM, it's not valid anymore, right? Because we have to wait for the 1 hour to close, right? We need a closure. So what needs to happen is we need a closure above this previous high on the 1 hour, and then we wait for the retracement. But it's looking like we're closing back below this resistance over here, which is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, it's all the layer 2 guys, like OP, all these layer 2s are starting to rip. ARB. This is the OP setup. I'm short on OP. I don't know if it's a good idea though, I'll be honest. Sorry, Litecoin, sorry. I'm short on Litecoin. Reason why I'm short, we broke trend. We don't have a bottom wick on the 30 minute. We are retesting this previous resistance / support flip. So hopefully we can get a full of this liquidity back down to the zone over here. And also if we look at Bitcoin on the heat map here, I'm expecting a move to 97K today. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. I'm just expecting it, right? So longing Doge is a good idea in your opinion when price reaches a zone that you mark. First time watching you, so I don't have any context from previous days if you talked about it. Yeah, thanks so much for coming here, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, so for Dogecoin, what I'm waiting for is just a 5-minute breakout, right? Because if we look at Dogecoin on the higher time frames, like the 1 hour and the 30 minutes, we're still holding the support, right? So as long as price holds the support over here on the lower time frames, right, we have support over here. What I need to wait for is I have to wait for price on the 5-minute, because the reason why I'm looking at the 5-minute, because we are holding this 5-minute support. So this is a 5-minute, 1 hour, and a 15-minute support. So as long as we stay above here, we should see price continue upward. But I'm only going to jump in once we see confirmation that we actually break this previous high over here, right? So I want to see something like this, a break, a retest, and then we go long. But as long as we stay below here, and as long as we stay above here, we're just going to consolidate, right? So like for me, I don't want to be trading in a range where I don't really have any control, right? So we have a range over here, we don't really have any control. But above the range over here, we have a new range that we can trade, right? So I'll be looking to trade the new range rather than the current range that we're in. So I'll make this a little bit. So this is the new range that I'll be looking to trade, right? So I want to be trading above here. I don't want to be trading in this range over here. So I'd want to see a breakout, right? I want to see a breakout of that level because we are bullish for Dogecoin, right? But if we start, let's just say, for example, right, we start breaking below this level over here, then we have this whole new range below here to start trading, right? So we have this whole range over here that we can trade for Doge if we do break support, right? So currently, right now, we're stuck in a range where we can't really do anything. So like for me, can I take a trade for Doge right now? Probably not. We are stuck. We do have a bit of knowledge that we can potentially bounce from this support over here, but we need to make sure that we take out this previous high in order for us to go long, right? And then in the other scenario, if we start breaking support over here, then we're probably going to come down. Okay. Oh shit! Whoops. I'll just explain that whole thing with streaming. My bad. Thank you. Oh, it's annoying though, because I just explained that so nicely. Okay. Anyway, go over it again. Basically, what I'm saying for Doge is that we are currently in this white range over here, right? So we're consolidating, right? We have support over here. We have resistance over here on the lower time frames. Above here, we have a bit of a new range that we can trade, right? So I want to be trading the range above that if we get a breakout, right? We know that we are bullish for Dogecoin. We broke these previous highs. So there's a possibility of us coming up more than coming down. But if we start closing back below this previous support over here, right? If we start closing below this support, then I'm probably going to look at a potential short, okay? But for now, as long as we stay above this level, right? If we start staying above this level, it means that price is probably going to continue coming up, right? So I want to wait for a breakout, retest, and then look for a long to take out these highs. Okay, so that would be the game plan for Dogecoin. I feel like I do that so often. Like I forget to change the chart. So yeah, I'll be looking at the red zone today for Dogecoin, right? Just wait for it to happen. Because right now we stuck. You know what I mean? Like we literally just stuck in a range that I can't really trade. Right. So like that's gonna be the game plan. We'll see if we can get that. Still short on Litecoin. Let's see if this can play out, guys. I don't know. We'll see. Litecoin hasn't really done much recently. Was looking at a long yesterday. Did take a long yesterday, and it just kind of just played around my entry for the whole day while like Ethereum was pumping. What's Bitcoin doing? Wait. But yeah, I'm expecting Doge to rip today, so let's see. But I wanna wait for this. We have to wait for the breakout. Okay. Total 3 looks super bullish though, guys. If we look at the weekly, it's a good weekly candle here. If we look at the daily, I'm super bullish on the day just based on the fact that we close it back above this previous day high. Remember, total 3 does show us the total market cap of all the altcoins except for, you see, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. So as long as price stays above this level over here, we should see continuation for the altcoins. I'm looking at a target of these highs, and that's probably when we're going to see a sell-off. But let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I do think that some else is just going to run. Check OM though. OM got snacked, eh? Good thing, yeah. This is why we wait for these candles to close, guys, because this is not a breakout until it actually closes above these levels, right? So because it was looking bullish at the stage, I mean, it was looking super bullish. Then we just got absolutely rejected from that zone. So we have to wait for those candles to close, right? So eventually, you know, I do think that it will break out, but it's just not ready yet. Yeah, check it out, 15. Crazy. It's crazy. GRT. GRT does seem strong. Yeah, it does look good on the daily as well. We at the previous resistance as well. Check here. Yeah, look at that. That's crazy. Okay, so GRT, we're pretty much retesting this previous high. As you can see, whenever we do retest this level, even on the wicks and over here, we see some type of reaction. Okay, so right now, because we're at that level, there's a possibility of us continuing higher. If we look at the 4 hour, yeah, so for me to go long for GRT, yeah, I would have to wait for, let's see what happens here at this level here. This is a level that I'll be looking at. Yeah, so for GRT, I would want to see like this next 15-minute candle flip bullish, and then I'll probably go long. But yeah, if you want to look at the yeah, check that. So it's actually coming close to the apex right now for GRT. So what I'd look at is a flip bullish on the 30-minute candle, and then I'd look at it along back up to these highs. Looks super clean, right? But yeah, I think I'm probably gonna head off in like the next 2 minutes because I do have to. Yeah. I think it is choppy. It is quite choppy. I'll be honest with you, it is choppy. So like for me right now, for GRT, we're gonna have to wait for this to break out, right? So maybe we just wait for these 1 hour closes, guys. So I'm probably just gonna end the live stream within the next 1 minute or so because a little bit choppy. I will send signals in the Telegram groups. Make sure you guys are there. Make sure you keep your notifications on because we will be trading today. Maybe just right now it's just a little bit choppy. Same thing with Dogecoin, just stuck in the range. We will probably take this. Just gonna have to wait. Have a little patience for that one. ZRX from yesterday's setup is just ripping. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys watching. I think GRT is gonna break out today for the to the upside. Just based on the daily time frame, it looks super bullish, and the 4 hour as well. So we'll see if we can flip bullish on the daily, and this thing can just ride with us back up to these previous highs. I do appreciate everyone watching. Yeah, bit of a slow day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.